I don't know if we should have free tickets at the Revolutionary Iris as well. I don't even know what that means. Revolution Rises? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to be actually in Columbus on Friday, and then and the tickets are free. And then I think are we going to Wisconsin on Saturday morning? I think we'll try to find out before the end of the show. I'm going to be in Wisconsin, I think on Saturday morning, and then I'm going to be in Chicago on Saturday night, and then I'm going to pass out, and then back here on Sunday for a special. Now we have somebody that I have developed somewhat of a friendship with. I'm not really friends with anybody because they don't like me that much, but Jeff Allen is a guy that I met over the summer, and is really, really spectacularly funny. And you've done a couple of these events with me.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out if they're libertarian type events.
Is that what you are? Are you a libertarian?
Well, I'm like you, a progressive libertarian. But I had friends that tried to bring me into the fold in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I have three ways to test if you're a libertarian thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it looks like a gun show, smells like a reggae concert, and acts like an Amway convention, then you're at a libertarian event.
Right.
I mean, the first one I went to was in California. You walk in the door. I'm not making this up. This is true. There's a guy in a pink tutu having a conversation with a guy in full camo.
That's libertarian.
That's it. I said, I love this. This is great.
Yeah. I just did something with a libertarian that we'll release later. I just did something with a big libertarian, and he said, our secret is out. He said, a friend saw us together and said, what the hell are you doing with him? You hate that guy. And he's like, no, I disagree with that guy on things, but we both believe in freedom.
Right.
And we love each other.
Right. They get slammed for not having a big tent. They got the hugest tent in the world.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I like a little wall on my tent.
Sure, sure. Yeah, you want to keep
everybody's
some
invited in.
Right.
But I like some parameters.
Sure.
Because I lived my life without parameters for a lot of years.
You were a guy who lived a life kind of like I did.
Yeah.
And we had kind of the same ending.
Yeah.
And then we both found God and changed our life. But you were a guy who were in comedy clubs, and you were mean.
Well, yeah, I wasn't the poster boy for the 12-step program. That's why they tell you at the level of press, radio, and films, keep your mouth shut.
Right.
Maybe at the church could learn a little bit about that.
Right. You were told, actually by several people, to get off the stage.
Well, that was in Oregon. Yeah. There was I was ranting and raving. The IRS was so far up my backside I could read my Social Security on my tonsils.
Right.
And I was ranting and raving about taxes, and some little old lady said something about it, and I looked down at her. I said, "Hey, shut up. How old are you? 90? What's your tax bill?" Well, half the crowd hated that, and they just started booing and throwing things at me. So
yeah, well, it's
the other half gave me a standing O. Yeah. I love America. I love America. I really do.
So you have been told, because you were in comedy clubs, to shut up, not talk about politics.
Well, my wife and my managers. Yeah. I was losing work.
Right.
I was right of center at a comedy club. In America, if you're even doing anything political, you're going to lose half your crowd, basically. In a comedy club, you're losing 90% of them. So I was losing
work. And how do you explain Jon Stewart?
Well, he kind of preaches to the choir, I think. And
so do conservatives not have a sense of humor?
Oh, I think we have a wonderful sense of humor.
Right. So then, what is the deal? Why can you have Jon Stewart on and he's doing great, and you just don't find anybody doing great in conservative comedy?
Well, I don't think it's welcome in New York or L.A. I mean, it's that simple.
So they're closet comedians?
Yeah, well, I was doing pitches for a sitcom back in 2000, 2001, and I was told to keep my faith to myself by my management.
I never had that.
So I walk into one studio to do a thing, and the guy looks at my stuff. He goes, "You a Christian?" And I went, "Oh, since you brought it up." And anyway, he goes, "How does that happen?" I mean, it was like completely foreign to him. So I share that, and it was new to me. So I'm like,
Brian, no.
I found out it's an estrogen issue with me, so I'm trying to get a low T issue. So anyway, he finishes. I finish. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm moved. He goes, "All right, what's the pitch?" I mean, completely. And my manager, we're leaving, and my Jewish manager goes, "What was that?" I go, "That was God. This guy's going to wind up on a mountain somewhere in Nevada with a gun in his mouth, and that's Jeff Allen's going to come back to him, and he's going to fall on his face in front of the God and just go, I get it.
So I asked you to come in because I think you're very funny, and I think you're very smart, and you feel like the typical American, I think, where you're sitting at home and you're watching, you're screaming at the TV.
Oh, absolutely. I had Nerf balls because I got plasma, and you can't throw shoes at plasma. So, and it was. I said, I think I told you when I first met you that it was that mural that you put up, "You're Not Alone," that with all the pictures, with all the people, and it just blew me away. You're right, we're not. And then I started reading about the communist takeover in the early 1900s, and you realize it was done with less than 10% of the population because of the message control. And then as you dug up rocks and turned them over and everything, it was.
You ever get to the point where you didn't want to know anymore?
Yeah, well, I have friends like that. I mean, I turn a lot of people on to your show, and they'd watch for a couple of weeks, and they go, "I can't watch it anymore." And I said, that was it. It's just, we used to pray for you and wonder, God, how many rocks do you, at what point do you just go, "I don't want to kick it over anymore"?
Oh, every day, every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting tomorrow until the election, we're going to have you on, and I think we're going to do an hour with you this week. But I wanted to have you on and maybe do some political commentary on how you feel and how you feel America is feeling, maybe starting tomorrow. Are you up to that?
Yeah.
What,
now?
No, tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, we're all out of time now.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So
all that yakking
you were just ready.
Do, you know.
He was just ready to go.
I just want to know where my security is because I've been watching Lawrence O'Donnell, and he's like he's a tough guy. He said anywhere, anytime, and I'm thinking this could be here.
Yeah.
I don't have your security.
I just no. Good luck with that. We'll see you tomorrow. Real News is next from Dallas. Good night, America.